I never thought a 24-hour challenge could feel like an episode straight out of a horror film. But here I was, in a small, sleepy barangay tucked between mountains in Luzon, Philippines. My name is Katarina, a Czech woman with fiery red hair that seemed to glow under the Philippine sun. Or maybe it just made me stick out like a sore thumb in this tiny, quiet town. I had traveled across the country chasing stories of myths and folklore, and today, I decided to follow Filipino superstitions for 24 hours. The locals seemed amused, maybe slightly worried when I told them. "Are you sure you want to do this alone?" asked Mang Ramon, the barangay elder, wringing his hands. "Some things. It's better not to tempt." I smiled, brushing off the warning. "I'm not scared. I want to understand why Filipinos believe these things." He raised an eyebrow, muttering something about white ladies and aswangs, and I realized the locals weren't joking. I woke before sunrise in a small nipa hut, the kind where the wooden floors creak and the wind whispers through the bamboo walls. My first superstition was never to sweep the house at night, because supposedly, sweeping after sundown drives away luck and invites misfortune. I had accidentally done it last night in my rented hut. Oops. Mang Ramon had advised, "If you break a superstition, you must apologize to the spirits of the house." So, I muttered a quick apology to the empty room and felt slightly embarrassed. Already I could feel my nerves tingling. Breakfast was simple: rice, salted eggs, and dried fish. Filipino superstition says never eat alone at the first meal of the day in a new place, or bad luck follows you. I made sure to invite Lila, a teenage neighbor, to join me. She giggled at my cautiousness, clearly entertained by my foreign paranoia. By mid-morning, I walked down a narrow dirt path to fetch water from a nearby stream. Mang Ramon had warned me about duwendes, tiny forest spirits who live under large trees or mounds of soil. "If you step on their home, cover it with coins or small gifts, or they will curse you," he said. I spotted a mound near a huge acacia tree and hesitated. My instinct was to ignore it, but superstition demanded respect. I quietly placed a few coins and whispered, "I mean no harm." That afternoon, I noticed small shadows moving just at the edge of my vision. Was it the wind or the duwendes? I wasn't sure. My heart raced, but I reminded myself that Filipino folklore often mixes caution with respect, not just fear. For lunch, I prepared tinola, a chicken soup, while thinking about the superstition that says never cut your nails on a Friday or while traveling because it invites illness or bad luck. Of course, I had trimmed my nails yesterday. I shuddered. A few local kids ran past, shouting warnings about a white lady who supposedly haunted the forest at night. I laughed nervously. Of course, I had seen nothing, yet. After eating, I remembered another superstition. Never whistle at night, or evil spirits will hear you. I hummed a little tune to myself while washing dishes, and caught myself almost whistling. My nervous laughter echoed through the hut, probably amusing my invisible audience. The sun was dipping behind the mountains, painting everything in golden-orange light. I decided to take a short nap before nightfall, but superstition warned against sleeping at the wrong time, as you risk encountering bad spirits or inviting illness. I took a brief rest, convincing myself that I wasn't being reckless. I awoke to hear faint rustling outside. My hut was surrounded by tall grass, and the shadows seemed to dance unnaturally. My heart skipped. Was it a cat? A bird? Or something else? Mang Ramon had told me that in rural provinces, spirits often communicate through sounds and movements, and a respectful nod to the unseen is safer than ignorance. I whispered, "Hello. I come with respect." The rustling stopped. By 6 p.m., darkness swallowed the village. Filipino superstition emphasizes the night as a dangerous time, especially for outsiders. Never go out after dark alone, they said. I decided to test it, carefully. Lantern in hand, I walked along the muddy path toward the river. Suddenly, I felt a chill, and the hairs on my arms stood. A figure appeared in the distance, draped in white, hovering near the trees. My first thought, a white lady? I froze. She didn't move closer, just stood there, almost watching. I remembered the superstition. Look her in the eye and nod respectfully, or she may follow you home. Trembling, I nodded. The figure slowly faded into the shadows. My pulse thundered in my ears. After returning to the hut, I lit a small fire to calm myself. Mang Ramon shared a chilling tale of manananggals, creatures that separate their upper torso from their lower body at night and prey on sleeping villagers. He warned me not to leave windows open and to place garlic near the bed. Half expecting the creature to appear, I followed every precaution. The wind howled through the bamboo walls, carrying the scent of wet earth. My imagination ran wild, and I barely slept, every shadow seeming like a flying creature. Later that night, a plate of suman and bananas arrived. Superstition said never leave unfinished food at night, or you invite spirits to your home. I finished everything, feeling paranoid yet amused at how meticulous these beliefs are. I also learned about number superstitions. 13 is unlucky. Odd numbers bring better fortune. I counted coins for offerings, carefully avoiding 13. It was exhausting, but strangely satisfying. Night deepened. My hut creaked with every gust of wind. I remembered another superstition. Never return home empty-handed after a trip, or you bring bad luck. Thankfully, I had collected leaves, coins, and small offerings for the spirits, so I was safe. Suddenly, I heard footsteps outside. Not the kids, not animals. Heavy, deliberate footsteps circling my hut. I held my breath, whispering a prayer. A shadow passed across the window. My imagination screamed. Could it be a spirit angry at my challenge? I survived nearly 24 hours, but the last superstition awaited. Never sleep with your feet pointing toward the door, or death may come. I repositioned my sleeping mat carefully. The wind moaned, and I swear I saw the reflection of a figure in the darkness outside. I whispered, I respect your home. I mean no harm. Slowly, silence returned. As the first light of dawn broke over the mountains, I emerged from the hut, exhausted, exhilarated, and slightly traumatized. I had followed Filipino superstitions for 24 hours, respected the unseen, and survived encounters that I cannot fully explain. Mang Ramon smiled knowingly. So, did you learn? Yes, I said. Filipino myths aren't just scary stories. They were a way to live with respect for the unseen. I don't know what I saw last night, but I do know I will never underestimate these beliefs again. And with that, I realized the lesson of the challenge. Myths are alive because they teach caution, respect, and a connection to nature. I survived, yes, but the memory of shadows, whispers, and nodding to the unseen lingered. Maybe the superstitions are real, or maybe the Philippines just knows how to make a foreigner respect the dark.